Yahushua Basham Rakakodash, and the ones to the apostles and others, great Muslim salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Arnold Waller from German Chicago, and coming back with you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be about Esau's reign is almost coming to an end, right? And right here, as you're watching the news, right, according to prophecies, looking at the scriptures with what you see on the news, right, you can see that Esau's rulership is coming to an end because you're seeing that the prophecies are being made manifested, right? America is now in World War III, right? The U.S. economy is failing. All right, the curses are being flip flopped. All right, what I mean by that is that our enemies are starting to catch the curses, especially Esau. All right, and then and right now, America is looking like a laughing stock right now. All right. But here is Isaiah 14:4. It says, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor seized, the golden city seized? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the sceptre of the rulers. And then the golden city is going into America, right? The Esau's rulership, right? And the Lord right now is basically removing Esau out of power as we speak, as of right now, right? Because you're seeing that the prophecies are taking place, right? And in the very near future, right? The Lord is going to put the spirit on these nations, right, to turn against America and burn America with fire by the way of thermonuclear missiles. But right now, the Lord is revealing Esau's wickedness, all right, going into them PDF files, all right, that's being exposed, right, because according to the scriptures, right, it tells you about, Esau being exposed, all of his wickedness, all right, everything is just coming to the light, all right, everybody can see the shame of Esau, all right, of all the things that he has been doing. That goes to show you also too that Esau's rulership is coming to an end. And was 9:1, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them, and though they climb up to heaven, that's while I bring them down. Hey, these elites, all right, you see that their kingdom is failing, all right? So, you can see why, these elites are moving fast, all right, with their New World Order agenda, all right? Because they see that, the Lord is about to return. And hey, these elites, these wealthy people, all right, they're buying bunkers, mainly Esau, all right, they're trying to figure out how to, flee from this earth by the way of their, spaceships. Hey, nothing, Esau, can't hide from the Lord. All right, his scriptures tell you that the Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. All right, and they, of course, they got, Esau got these bunkers, but hey, the Lord is going to put the spirit on his elect, all right, and give them spiritual powers to, snatch them out of their bunkers. All right, and they're going to be those that they're going to be in their bunkers, or they're going to be the first ones, all right, being in them chains, all right, going into slavery. It says And those that hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So yeah, Esau has nowhere else to escape. Right? Esau has nowhere to run. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, I think that was it to the point. Oh, it says, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set my eyes upon them for evil and not for good. So yeah, the Lord is not going to have mercy upon, Esau Edom, right? Because of all the wickedness they has been doing, especially touching the apple of the Lord's eye, which is Israel, right? You look in history, right? All the wickedness that Esau has done unto our people, all right, torturing us, all right, putting us into captivity, all right. The trial of tears, right? Especially as done to the tribe of Judah, or even Esau even oppressed you Issacharites, you northern kingdom, all right. Esau has a lot to Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware, thou art found and also cut, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation, for this is the work of the Lord, the power of hosts in the land of Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly, let nothing of her be left. And that's right, Esau's New World Order is going to come to an end. Alright? The Lord is going to destroy America. The Lord is going to destroy that other plot of land of Israel. Alright? And all these elites that have planned, alright, to establish a New World Order, alright, that's going to come to naught. Alright? Say, slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter, woe unto them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation. Visitation, which meaning, that word visitation goes into, destruction. Alright? Punishment, visitation, punishment. And hey, at the end, of Esau's rulership, alright, the Lord is going to put the Spirit on us, alright, to lay vengeance upon Edom. Alright, it says, and I will, Ezekiel 25 and 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. And that's right. The Lord is going to put the Spirit on us to lay vengeance upon Edom real soon, as soon as we be changed, right? Because these bodies are, in this flesh, or we can't do nothing right now, right? But when Yahweh Shai returns, hey, the Lord is going to give us all kinds of powers. But nonetheless, hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Shalom.